Yo, what is up, guys? This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Mall channel, your source for on point and no hype reviews. We are back yet again, everybody. We're back with another fragrance review right here, guys, on my lovely day off. I just saw a great movie at a Manila Film Fest here in Hollywood, guys. And today, I cannot wait to tell you guys about the latest Creed fragrance that I'm sure is just slowly coming out there. I think they did some teasers, guys. I've tried it, I've tested it, I own a very generous sample of this fragrance, so I cannot wait to tell you all the data about this latest Creed. Now, before I continue, please do not forget to like and subscribe, guys, okay? Liking, subscribing, and watching the ads is a great big deal to this channel, especially that we are headed towards 20K. I believe we're like 400 away. So please like, subscribe, watch our videos. I mean, if you like Creed, I've got a ton of Creeds. I got the latest Creeds out there. So please do not forget to watch all my videos and support the channel. Thank you very much. And the fragrance we'll be talking about today is none other than the latest fragrance coming out of the House of Creed. This is none other than Queen of Silk. Yes, Queen of Silk. This is the latest fragrance coming out of Creed, guys. Queen of Silk. This is the official sample from the boutique, guys. And if you haven't heard of Queen of Silk, like I said, the info is just starting to come out there, guys. But I've already tried and tested this for y'all, so I'm going to give you guys my lowdown on this fragrance. Now, for those that are new to the channel, you're probably wondering, Troy, what are you doing testing samples? Why are you not testing the whole bottle? Why are you not buying the whole bottle and testing it like this, like everyone else, guys? Well, first and foremost, guys, it is my opinion that buying a bottle, okay, must be done when you've fully tested the product, okay? I love blind buying, but I can't risk that much. It is my opinion that in the fragrance community, although it seems like we can afford hundreds of bottles, I mean, really, it's not practical. It's just not, guys. In this case, guys, Creed is one of the most expensive fragrances, and it's also my belief that buying a bottle actually, you know, makes the judgment askew on these things and makes people biased, guys. So this one is actually, you know, trying samples is risk averse. It's actually practical, and it leads me to a lot of no hype, unbiased reviews. That's why a lot of people love the channel, guys. And of course, you know, the other thing too is that, you know, you don't need a whole bottle to judge a fragrance, okay? You don't need 20 tries. I mean, that would be too crazy, especially if you've been reviewing fragrances as long as I have, as consistent as I have, guys. Anyways, what's up with Queen of Silk? This fragrance right here was made by Creed in concept to be an elegant women's fragrance, guys. Obviously, Queen of Silk, guys. And silk, as you may know, is that fiber that's woven into textiles, this shimmering fiber, kind of nice, elegant, and relaxing, guys. And of course, it's used, or it was used in, you know, garments of the past, of royalty. And so that is something I think just by concept we can expect from this fragrance, guys. Now, the interesting thing about this fragrance is that some people think that this is a unisex fragrance, that it's not just a women's fragrance. And that is definitely something that I will address. I will address what this smells like, what's the message of this fragrance, and if you are going to spend the $400 on this fragrance, what are you buying? Okay, so that is what we will try. Let's go spray Queen of Silk right now. Ooh. Woo. Okay, guys, let's talk about the stellar, yes, I said it, stellar opening of Creed's Queen of Silk. Okay, this definitely got me, guys, because right here in the opening, you're going to get the following notes. You're going to get osmanthus, you're going to get magnolia, you're going to get the spice of saffron, and in my opinion, the early appearance of ambroxan, guys. Okay, so this opening, obviously, if you know your notes, right, you're going to get the groupings of warm and spicy, as well as sweet and floral. Okay, so that is the combo right here in the opening. So first off, you're going to get that beautiful ambroxan with the saffron spice, really from the get-go. Actually, kind of, I would say it projects pretty strong here in the intro with the ambroxan saffron combo. And then you're going to get the lingering sweet floral notes of the osmanthus flower, which is the most pronounced one right here, backed up by the beautiful white floral magnolia, guys. Okay, so I mean, this intro, I'm gonna say, is very, very unisex. Okay, so it's not going to be a femme push. Of course, you're going to get the florals, guys. And I don't know if you guys don't like florals in your fragrances, but I would say that the balance here with the amber and saffron is pretty even. So I can say that it's actually quite unisex right here in the intro. Now, this intro to me is definitely elegant. This fragrance, the intro, does have the formula of elegance. And what's that in my opinion? That's, in my opinion, a combination of warm and comforting notes with a slight pop, a slight lingering mood enhancing pop. And that's exactly what you get in the intro of Queen of Silk. You have this like nice saffron spice, aromatic ambroxan, comforting part right here. Of course, rich, elegant people need the comfort, but then there's that real nice lingering pop from the osmanthus, the sweet florals that will still grab the attention of people around you guys. So I think in terms of elegance, this fragrance, Queen of Silk, does it right at the intro. And again, very, very unisex. I mean, it's not even truly leaning femme, even with the florals right here in the intro of Queen of Silk. Now, my other first impression of this fragrance, you know, it's really not that related to this fragrance, but I feel like this is going to be kind of like how Diptyque Orpheon is, okay, or was, okay? And Diptyque Orpheon, to me, is kind of like made as a femme-leaning fragrance, but when it was put out in the market, it was liked by guys as well. You know, I mean, people that like unisex fragrances, my friend's dad liked Orpheon. And so I feel like it's the same. It's like this fragrance is, you know, by nature made for women, but because of this elegant intro that's pretty balanced with spices and ambroxan, I feel like people who don't have borders between these fragrances, male or female or femme or masculine, will actually enjoy this fragrance or might use this fragrance a lot. That's what I feel. It's kind of like an Orpheon, but the Creed Orpheon. And also when it comes to the initial sillage and projection, this fragrance does project like an aura scent with draw-in qualities. That's something you can expect because of the spicy saffron and the ambroxan. These are definite comforting draw-in qualities in a scent. But of course, like I said, you do have the pop from the lingering florals, guys. Now, right into the mid, you're gonna have a very, very similar formula. And it feels like there's a continuity of this type of formula all throughout the fragrance, guys. Because here in the mid, you're gonna get passion fruit as well as indolic tuberose under the backdrop of some oud and patchouli, guys. Okay, now if you're wondering what's up with the oud, guys, so the oud to me is a sweet woody oud. Okay, it is non-animalic. It's not even really smoky. It's just a woody oud that is really nice, well blended in with some earthy facets from the patchouli. But the standout here, of course, is going to be your passion fruit and your indolic florals. Now, in the entire fragrance, guys, from start to finish, in my opinion, the mid is the most femme-leaning because you have tuberose, of course, which is a white indolic floral that, you know, if you put enough amounts of it, it's kind of femme-leaning right here, guys. But again, this might be perceived as just pretty unisex because it's balanced out. You have that sweet, earthy, oud patchouli combination to really balance it out, much like the intro of this fragrance. And the passion fruit doesn't really lean femme at all, guys, okay? It's a beautiful, like, nice passion fruit that's kind of like how the osmanthus lingers in the intro. So I would say still balanced, but again, the most femme-leaning part of this fragrance. And so this mid is really nice as well. Still has the same comforting with a little pop, lingering pop right here. Really a nice formula that I would say resembles silk, because silk is this shimmering fabric. And so you have that shimmering brightness or shimmering pop from these notes right here, from the osmanthus to the tuberose and passion fruit, and then later on you'll have a pop as well near the end. And with that being said, when it comes to the dry down of this fragrance, the pop is going to be myrrh and incense. Okay, so again, this is a familiar formula that you're gonna get used to as you are spraying this fragrance from top to bottom, guys, because again, in the beginning, You got the osmanthus and magnolia lingering around your saffron and ambroxan. And then in the mid, it's going to be indolic tuberose with passion fruit, with the backdrop of woody sweet oud and earthy patchouli. And then here in the dry down, it's going to be myrrh and incense lingering around under the warm comfort guys, the blanket of vanilla musk and cedarwood, guys. Okay, so same formula from start to finish. Like I've said, this is called the luxury formula. This is the luxurious, comforting, but lingering and not really super attention grabbing, but you're gonna grab the attention anyways type of formula in this fragrance. And I gotta say, I love the myrrh and incense right here. Very exquisite. And I would say that the dry down does have Madagascar vanilla, guys. So it's vanilla, cedar, and musk. It's a gradient, comforting dry down. And late into the late dry down, you're gonna get the Madagascar vanilla really pop out, guys. Okay, so the myrrh and the incense, again, are your lingering, nice whiffs right here as you are experiencing that comfort. So same formula, silk shimmering in the dark backdrop of comfort is what you will get from start to finish from Creed Queen of Silk. Okay, now here's what I think of this fragrance, guys. First of all, I like the fragrance. As somebody that looks into the structure and execution of fragrances, definitely I would say I like this one. However, the thing I will say is that much like the title of this fragrance, Queen of Silk, this is not going to be peasant of silk, which means it will not be understood by many. Okay, because it does have certain notes that are pretty uncommon for people that are not buying luxury fragrances. Again, osmanthus, magnolia, tuberose, even the oud, as well as myrrh and frankincense. But if you are used to buying luxury perfumes, you know these are essential parts of the formula if you are making a luxurious fragrance. And when it comes to that, I think that that's what makes this full bottle worthy. When it comes to Fragcom and costs of a bottle and figuring out if a bottle is full bottle worthy, I feel like the judgment is definitely askew. I would say that when it comes to this fragrance, you are buying basically the expensive ingredients and the well-executed, luxurious manner as to how these ingredients are put together, guys. Again, there's Madagascar vanilla, there's sweet woody oud, there's beautiful tuberose, there's myrrh and frankincense. I feel like this is one of those that, you know, if you're paying $445, you're buying something that is worth the cost in terms of the quality and the luxurious execution. And with that being said, in my opinion, this fragrance is an upscale grabber. This is a fragrance that is either an upscale grabber or is for special occasions. And this is for vertical people. And I don't mean tall people. I mean people that want to smell rich, expensive, luxurious. And the thing when it comes to that, okay, is of course not everybody will understand you. You know, it's just like Boadicea Valiant. I would say in terms of the understanding, like some people will feel the ultra luxury vibe like Valiant from Boadicea the Victorious, but there are going to be a lot of people that will misunderstand this kind of stuff and will say that it's horrible or it doesn't smell good, okay? And again, Fragcom is a mixed bunch. But in terms of, like I said, luxury, expensive, even the feel, the types of notes that are in here, I think that Creed knocked it out of the park right here. It's definitely not Carmina. Carmina was more, I would say, direct. It's more direct to market. And I think that it's more appealing by the mainstream. And let's not even get into Aventus Absolute, okay, which I feel like a lot of the, you know, people in the market would actually like if it was actually cheaper. In my opinion, this one right here, $445. Yes, very expensive indeed, but also when it comes to the message and the composition, expensive smelling and upscale. Now, total performance on this fragrance is 12 hours. Probably 12 hours plus, guys, depending on how much you spray this, because really the notes stand out. and they are not overreaching. They are lingering and draw in, and so it's pretty much like a luxurious perfume. It's not weak by any means. And again, I really feel like Creed is listening now in terms of longevity, because this one to me lasted 12 hours plus. Also, when it comes to weather and climate, in my opinion, this by default is kind of like a fall, winter, or autumn to winter type of perfume, but it can also be used in AC environments because it is very balanced. And that's where I kind of see it, more of like an indoor elegant perfume, not necessarily an outdoors perfume. So I think wherever you are in the world, you can actually wear this fragrance right here. In my opinion, this will again be loved by women who like luxurious upscale perfumes, pound for pound when it comes to the ingredients. But also, again, this is like, to me, a diptyque Orpheon. This could be a secret weapon fragrance by the guys who, again, don't care about whether a fragrance is too masculine leaning or not. I feel like this is a great unisex secret weapon fragrance that you can wear and people will be like, wow, what is that complex fragrance? And you're like, well, I'm not going to tell you. That's pretty much what Queen of Silk is to me, guys. And that is it. That is my no hype review on this fragrance. Let me know in the comments below what y'all think of this fragrance. Did this fragrance come out exactly as I described it or not? Or is this your cup of tea or not? Are you into these types of fragrances, or would you rather go into a more mass appealing Creed like Carmina? I would love to know. But either way, I like where Creed is going with this. I really feel like they're aggressive when it comes to coming out with new fragrances. And I'm glad, because I'm sick and tired of really just looking at the same old Creeds that everyone is wearing over and over. Guys, Creed, let's do some more. Let's put out some more new stuff. And I hope they're not afraid. And I think they're not afraid when it comes to like the feedback, whether good or bad. They should still keep doing it because, hey, they are Creed and they still have a large fan base in the fragrance community. Again, this is Troy D, guys. Thank you for watching. Please do not forget to like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next video. God bless. Take care. Peace.